Oh gosh, whatever happened to me? Ever happened to me?
It's Fire 716.
Let's go. It's Big Frank in the morning. Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air. Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it here. Hey.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in the Big Frank in the morning. It is Monday. It is a good day. The sun is shining. I'm fine, divine, and I'm doing mine. That's ridiculous. I don't know what that means. Good morning. You're locked in here with me. It's my homegirl, D Money Man.
Hey.
Day of the Dark Knight.
What's up?
Keep Kevin on air lifted in prayer, as well as the not you.
Yeah, keep me in
Jay
prayer too.
No, not pray.
Not pray
but
for
definitely keep my team in prayer, man. They're going through a lot of changes and loss and just physical, mental. Just it's a lot going on. Just keep us lifted. But we here, nevertheless. Yeah. How was your weekend? Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
My weekend, I just worked because this is what I do every day, actually. I literally always try to do something to finish something so that I can make some type of money.
Valid, for sure.
So if you need a photo shoot and you need a headshot, you need some commercial photography, you need any kind of photography, hit me up. I have appointments available.
No, for sure.
But yeah, so that's what I did. I also ended up drinking with my aunt, and my aunt is a seasoned drinker. Okay. We ended up drinking in a span of 1 hour. I don't even know if it was an hour. We had I don't even know. 4 shots of tequila, 2 mimosas, and yeah.
I was drinking.
Yeah,
I was taking to my own.
Yeah. She was like, all right, I'm about to leave. And so she was like, all right, I'm about to go to bed. And I'm pretty sure I was drunk for the whole day the next day. Yeah. So
yeah. No, yeah, I can think that. I don't sip on scissor, but my family, they are definitely seasoned drinkers. What time is it? 5 o'clock somewhere. How was your weekend?
My weekend was cool. Hung out with my wife and the homies and her homies, I guess. Had a long night and get no sleep.
Gotcha.
But it was fun. So
those are online. Just do me a favor as my phone descends. Just verify that our audio is pretty decent. I was touching stuff over the weekend, so I ain't jagged nothing up. So my weekend began with I had my children independently this weekend.
Oh, okay.
And I did a darn good job. Okay. They did not die.
Thank God.
That's what's important.
They were not injured. They did not fall into a deep slumber unconsciously for a period of time. They simply lived life, ate well, destroyed the home. I gets mad. Why did you think? Because they're children. Therefore, there's tissue over here, little wipes over there, a little diaper right there. There's a little spoon in the middle of the floor. What is that? A little crumb, a little French toast, eggs, grapes, and puke. Go right ahead. So I had them that came to the studio. They was good here. Let me talk trash about the area that we live in. Because I come to the studio on yesterday. Not yesterday, that's a lie. Saturday with the children. And apparently this young lady got this I hear all this ruckus outside. What's going on? And here I go being Uncle Community Frank, okay? I'm looking at first. I go back inside, whatever. But I hear some more ruckus. I go back outside. I see this Caucasian young lady yelling at these group of black folks. I'm this does not look good. So I get out there, what's going on? What y'all doing? What's happening? She was like, please don't judge me. They jumped my friend. And the other black girl was like, we ain't jumped that B. We ain't jumped that B. I hit it fair and square. I said, it's over now. I said, it's done.
It seems like it's done.
You go back to your corner where you were at. and you get back here and y'all go down there and play. She's like, oh, no. What did I say? And then it was 2 parents. They just look at me like I was like, what was y'all doing? Why weren't you here to dismiss this? One smoking on herb. No offense to my herb smokers. They were just like, Then the other guy walked by, he's shaking his head. He was like, they came back. Thank you for doing that. What were you guys doing?
What were y'all doing?
then what's crazy is then the police came.
Oh
So
my god!
don't judge me because I'm not the safest parent, but my kids live. Remember that. So the police go to where the black kids are at the park, and I'm like, I feel like I need to go down there and make sure no black man is not going to die. I get it, but make sure nothing crazy about to happen. So I tell these two random teenagers to watch the door.
Yeah, she is.
I said, I need to do me a favor. Watch the door so I can go make sure that nobody down there is going to die. And they said, who are you? I said, I know it's kind of weird. You don't know me. I don't know you, but just watch the door. I got my kids in here. Don't steal nothing and just watch the door. They said, okay. So I went down there and everybody survived. They did well. And it came back. Oh my God, your children are so cute. All right, thank you. Did you cause any trauma? No. Okay, all right, you can go. Like, but
just like whatever.
My wife was like, you just have no. Babe, God got us.
Oh my God.
I was trying to God got us. And then what else I do? Like that day concluded, and I cooked. You know, I made ribs, chicken, macaroni and cheese, baked beans, coleslaw, corn on the cob.
Dang, okay.
But I cooked today for 2 days. I said I'm not cooking.
I was gonna say cook. He was like, "Nah, I'm not cooking."
Because at first I was gonna be like, "Y'all want to just make?" Sorry, my story's kind of long. Am I going to make just ribs or just chicken? I said, "Listen, tomorrow's coming." Both. Okay? So I made both. And it was good. It was fire. I ate it. My wife ate some. I'm sure I wasn't getting no ribs, but you ate a whole slab by yourself, baby girl. It's the meal, it's the overnight, and this the morning. I am liable to demolish a rib.
I'm screaming. Oh my gosh.
We did that. Then we went to church on Sunday. I had to get the kids ready by my. Talk about that, okay? Got the kids prepared, washed, and ready independently. They had no shoes on going out the house, but nevertheless, they survived. Okay, that's the key. Did church twice, and then came home and ate the meal I made on Saturday.
That sounds like a good weekend, actually.
Yeah. And then I got to do that. I know I'm almost done. Yeah, I'm done. and then what happened was I got a phone call that the bill was due. I said, I ain't got no money. I said, but it's due. I said, let me Uber. And I made the bill money in a good amount of time. I said, God, I thank you.
Yes.
First trip was $25. I said, God, I know you love me. Okay. Let's get out of here. Okay. No. And that was my weekend. So, yeah, those who are watching online, how was your weekend? It may not be as detailed as mine was. But when we get back, we're going to get into. I got a chronicle, I guess.
You got okay.
I got a little chronicle. I was dreaming last night. I guess
Big boy chronicle.
Big boy, you big, intelligent, and gigantic. It's going down. 716. We'll be back in about 3 minutes with a song and some commercials right here on Fire 716. Big Frank in the morning.
DMP Speaks coming to you. I am a board certified Christian counselor. I'm also a life coach. I am a family restoration specialist. I help build, rebuild, and grow your family. Maybe you're having some communication problems. Maybe you guys are just yelling and screaming and you guys are just not getting along. And if you want access to me for your 30-minute consultation call, follow me on all my social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook at DMP Speaks. And if you go to YouTube and Instagram, it's at I am DMP Speaks. Download Fire 716 and click the link.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dante Miles, aka D Belly, aka your city councilman. I'm here at Fire 716 Radio, and I'm asking you to tune in on Thursdays at 11 on our show, The Vault. We're going to be having some conversations that's super relevant, but very important. And sometimes it may be a little uncomfortable, but we're going to make sure that we get our voices out. Come tune in on Thursdays at 11 a.m. and make sure you download the Fire 716 app. See you then.
What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, Inject Faith Hope Club. I am so excited to announce that you can now catch me right here on Fire 716 Radio each and every Monday for Inject Mondays at 7 p.m. So go ahead and download the app and rock out with your girl. Again, that's each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Tune in and have a good time with us.
We back
Are
we back?
Yep.
Fire 716 Radio, your boy Big Frank. You're locked into Big Frank in the morning. I guess, like I said, it's Big Frank Chronicles, real quick. And
Big Frank.
I had a, and feel free for those who are listening to interpret the dreams. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you, a lot happened in my dream. Okay, so a background story. So Percy Hilson Jr. That's his name because we call him Percy Jackson, Percy Miller. We just called him a lot.
Miller Jackson.
And he was on the show and just talking about his business and what he got going on. Great. But in the dream, I was his neighbor. And as his neighbor, I was just like, yo, I need to have a conversation with him just about, I know how he's striving successfully in business and then where I am in business. I'm like, okay, I think a good conversation will be had. So I'll go over there and apparently this is in the dream. He had like Frenchie dogs, and then he had three that he owned previously. Then 2 he had found in a trash bag. And then he said, I'm about to sell these for $1,200 and the other one for $600. I said, oh, okay. All right. I don't know what that means. Okay? But I guess, breeding dogs is a thing and you can make money. So I don't know if that's a sign from the heavens, but we're doing breeding dogs, fiery dogs, And then then there was a transition where I believe this is valid. I was at an event. I was driving down over there by Nas Studio. And I had seen they were local dumpsters. So it wasn't quite modern disposal, but there was like a lower level business that was taking care of like smaller towns and cities. I was like, oh, that's a little fancy. That's smart. Who was that? Right. Then the dream changes again. Okay. It just was happening. And then I see something where there's a contract that was signed. And I was doing line dancing or dancing of some sort. And at the end of it, they were signing additional contracts and stuff like that. And I just feel like whatever ideas that God is releasing to you, move on them unqualified, unlearned, and not knowing. Because sometimes I think there's certain deposits that come, we like, oh, I got to be certified. Actually, no. Some things just require you to have the idea, a plan of action, and a thought process, and you got to activate it, act and move on it, just so that because you don't know what the outcome can be. Right. I rather you move on the decision than to second guess and miss out on the opportunity. I don't know if I'm doing garbage cans or not. I have no idea what that means. Like maybe it's seriously take out the trash. But I've been talking line dance classes. I've been talking of it, so I need to execute it now. Certain things I've been talking about having a conversation with Percy that I never had yet. So if the consciousness or the unconscious mind is projecting these things, okay, go and do because you have no idea what partnership, what door that can open up. And so I encourage everybody who's listening that the dreams that you're having, try to understand what they mean and really go after it, and don't limit yourself based on your personal limitations. That's my little crime for the day. Go ahead and preach.
So, well, the only thing I was thinking, I actually had the same thought yesterday. Because I've been trying to like fill out the stuff for Fiverr, so that I can do other opportunities besides just the photo shoots. Yeah. But I like to have like a process. I need to have it streamlined because I don't want to be confused. So I was doing that, but I was looking at other accounts on Fiverr, and I was just like, man, some of these people, some of them, they have more knowledge than me, or they already have so many reviews, which means it's probably double that in orders, so it kind of made me feel discouraged. I'm like, dang, should I even be doing this? Like, am I good enough to do this? And then I had the thought, and I'm like there are people who don't have the same skill level as me. Absolutely. That's making what I need to make to survive. Yeah. And so I was like, you know what? I need to just do it. So I agree. Like, just stepping out of your comfort zone and then just going for it.
Scary place.
Very scary. Very, very scary. So I 100% agree with you on that one. I think it's hard too because it's like the thought process of your person hung up. The thought process of like, that you may fail is so strong that it makes you, have these worries and fears and stuff like that.
For sure.
It's hard to break out of that habit.
No, valid. And I think it's just something that needs to, it's challenging, it's hard, but it's something that kind of needs to happen. And I just got to do it. I just got to go for it. Yeah. And I put on Facebook recently, I said, stop trying to please people. Yeah. Do what God said, even if it's unorthodox. there's a lot of things that I'm getting ready to do that my church folks may not agree with, but it's a stripper party, but we line dancing, okay? And those things, but because it's giving me the ability to obtain wealth, certain things are for spiritual advancement, some things just are not.
Yeah,
and that's just okay for what it is. Daniel, Daniel,
I'm doing a lot.
He parent. Listen. I comprehend. Okay, he is definitely parenting. Say less, okay. I let my kids run around like they lost their mind. When my kids kind of out of control, it won't be like this always. I realized that when I realized that they can comprehend, I'll discipline. If it's going to kill them, I'll beat them. If not, I will not. Because like, don't do that. That's not good. Just but like, you got to put your finger in the socket. I'm about to destroy you. Death can come and take you out. And I refuse to lose. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Listen. There's a Mother's Day's luncheon going down Saturday, May 13th, 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the Doris Jones Center, 301 9th Street, Niagara Falls, New York. Tickets are $25, 2 for $45. Kids under 12 are $10, and kids under 3 are free. They have massages, food raffles, and more. You can get your tickets by calling 716. That's not what that says. 708-271-0549. That's 708-271-0549. Also, you can tap into the link that will be posted on the page after the show. Listen, it's your boy Big Frank. We'll be back in just a few minutes, and we'll be getting into some more content and conversation. You don't want to miss it right here on Fire 716. Big Frank in the morning. That
needs to
be one decision. Epic movie.
I am Bartimus Matthews. I represent Sector 716, and the COVID-19 virus will not take us out. We will conquer. We will win. They thought it had us, but it did not. And we will not lose or be defeated. I am Bartimus Matthews, and we will not be defeated.
Yo, this is nothing. The Dark Knight coming to you live from Fire 716 Studios with Pop the Bubble presents Real.
Tune in every Tuesday at noon, where we'll be discussing topics from music to the Lake of Fire and everything in between.
Holla at you, man.
Yo, this is Knuckles.
Pop the Bubble.
Tune in every Tuesday at noon, where we'll
I am Bartimus Matthews. I represent Sector 716. I refuse, I repeat, I refuse to let COVID-19 cause us to be afraid and live in fear. We will fight, we will win, we will conquer. I represent Sector 716, and we will.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank, locked into Big Frank in the morning. Mad random, because I forgot to mention this lady, one of my TikTok friends on here came to the studio, and she's going to give some quotes and information about a guy who can actually do the wall.
Oh, nice.
Price. And I said, cool. Yeah, I'm like, come on, Jehovah, send them. Send them, because help is received here.
Oh, you got some comments.
Oh, yeah. Zaima, if you're still watching, come Wednesday and Friday, because if you can, if you got time, because clearly
that was me. Zaima said, "Move on. The ideas that God gave you, unqualified, unknowing, unorthodox."
Yeah, because the Bible declares. Watch this.
She said she missed us high key.
Then high key.
Miss you too, high key.
You can drive. Come on.
And good morning, Darren. What's up?
Good morning, Doc. What's up? Because the truth of the matter is that the Bible says, "I've given you the ability to get wealth," and knowing that, yes, some things are spiritually motivated and driven, and deep tongue prophecy, those things. But I've given you the ability to make to supply a need. Even with this is just me fresh thinking, just because I know, because I read that currently Niagara Falls is having a battle with modern disposal. Their contract, they go back and forth and they fight every year because things are getting paid. What would be a great asset to have somebody create a lower level disposal process and be willing to take on those smaller towns and be the disposal as a need, and even to do it, we're talking real good, to do it nonprofit, so that even what you guys give us to execute, you can write off on your taxes.
Right.
But we have a burning process. We have a renewal kind of process that is different than modern disposal. But I'm just saying, I'm talking good. That just requires somebody with
garbage.
No, nothing about garbage. How to throw it out.
That's what I was thinking.
But if you know about something,
but valid, and after you write the vision, make it plain. Like, for example, this next one I don't want to say out loud. I want to do a podcast situation. I talked about it. Somebody write it up and not really delay.
Yeah.
Because God is giving you, I'm giving you ideas, and these ideas are going to provide something. And I don't know always today what it's going to provide. I don't know. There's a hope or expectation, but what happens if you do what you thought about doing? Like the thought that I gave you, if you executed it, where would you really be if you followed it like on a regular basis?
Let me tell you, first of all, okay, if I executed every idea that the Lord gave me, I would not be sitting here. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I would be off somewhere, rolling over because I'd have made $10,000 just from blinking my eyelids. Like, I'm not even joking. You know what I'm saying? Like, just so that, like, if I acted up, man, I mean, every idea, Lord, because he done blessed me with idea after idea after idea.
And
so
then, no, I didn't say that. That was kind of probably inappropriate and messy. Nobody probably won't like it. But I'm gonna say anyway. So because I don't want to say it. So
say it.
OnlyFans has a bad stigma.
Okay.
Right? Yes. Period. Just that. But I was driving. I was like, I don't want to say it. I'm gonna say it.
Oh God!
If you're watching, don't be offended. I was like, if I just suck toes, it's just face and bottom, they don't know who it is.
That's true.
But I said my side tooth. They identify.
Nah, everybody got this side tooth.
Those I don't have OnlyFans. I'm not sucking toes. I was just driving. I'm not saying that came, and I'm not saying that came from the Lord. But listen, some people.
Listen, here's the thing. This girl, the girl that the Cash Me Outside girl, she made a OF. She made an OnlyFans when she turned 18, and then she made $50 million on it. I mean, and I don't know what she was doing. I don't know if she was.
But what's crazy is though. What's crazy? Listen, if I'm giving you OnlyFans, and I need to get one today. And what happens is that before you can see content, you gotta subscribe.
Yeah.
So if you have nothing on there, you already thank you. Like legit. If she did nothing on OnlyFans, I'm not sure what she did. I'm not saying I didn't know that. But the fact that she already has notoriety, she already is well known.
Yeah.
You charge people $25, $50 because they always want to see pet pervs and peeves, whoever they are.
Yeah.
I made it.
We just live in a generation of nosy people.
Nosy. Listen.
You know what? Actually, let me tell you something. Because everybody was doing that view my story thing on Facebook. So I did that. I think I talked about it before.
Never ran into me. I never seen it.
You never seen it? So everybody was.
It's only safe people, I guess.
I have a lot of heathens on my Facebook. So it was like view my story. So everybody was posting. A lot of people was posting bad stuff. Okay, pornography type of things. Yeah. But some people would post funny stuff. I did it, and I posted something funny because I was like, "Oh, this is perfect. Let's just see how nosy people are." And I'm not even joking. It was like 10,000 views on my story because people thought I was posting some pornography. So then that made me think like, oh my gosh, if I just get half these people to subscribe to OnlyFans where I ain't doing nothing, even for $2,
right? $2, that's $20,000.
Man,
you better get a Fire 716 OnlyFans and randoms. Oh my god, what they doing in here?
Yeah,
and it's gonna be sketchy shadows.
That's what you gotta go. That's what you gotta go on Instagram and like just post about Jesus every single day, and then out of nowhere have an OnlyFans $20. No valid. People just gonna be like,
they're gonna be like, what is going on?
Nah, y'all.
Talk about the money that's gonna come in just because they just nosy. Just because they nosy, they gonna be like, oh no, he was talking all this junk, living all this say. What's on his OnlyFans?
What's on his OnlyFans?
And then they go on there
and I'm charging $150.
They go on there and you preach it.
They're gonna be tight.
That would be.
Oh, they be so.
Some people need it though. Some people would stay and be like, you know what? I needed this.
Yo,
I was looking for something.
I was like,
that was a ties you ain't pay last week.
I'm gonna see how easy it is to get an OnlyFans, and then I'm gonna go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have Diaz take some pictures of me. And my silhouette is gonna be it. What is this big burly shadow up here? What is that?
There's just one person we need to get permission from before I do anything of the sort.
Like you ain't about to get me caught.
Right.
You like what? It's paid for. Say what? Say less. I did what I had to do for the family. Okay, no valid.
Screaming.
No,
well, but
yeah.
I can't talk. The equivalent for OnlyFans is Patreon.
Yeah, valid.
Patreon, because Patreon does basically similar things.
I love Patreon.
Okay, you know.
Okay.
Well,
Patreon is such a useful tool.
Yeah.
Especially for like, it's like YouTube for serious people. Like
for real.
It's like really YouTube for serious people.
Valid. The line dance, valid. OnlyFans line dance. Anything is. Don't,
you know what?
Don't give me no idea.
In boxers, so not maybe. I don't know.
Oh my god!
You and the wife just cut the heads off at the top, and then just line dancing.
Matter of fact, no, say less. We're gonna get. I got a plan of action now. My wife is coming today. We're gonna just do some pictures. I need to be silhouette pictures, like legs wrapped around. Oh my god, it's love. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, it's two people. Then when they tap in, it's gonna be us line dancing. We gotta call her. It's not. It better not be for real. Fire 716 Frank speaking.
I was gonna say you was in trouble. It's like your wife calling right now.
What's going on?
I turned it up, but I didn't know because anybody got no headphones on. Can't hear.
That's a good idea.
That'd be something different. No, I got it on speaker.
Damn.
You probably playing on. It's up. I just said. There you go.
I don't see it green. But yeah, that'll be fire. That'll be
right. Only jams and like you request. Okay, Zaima, I want you to sing "Your Love Is King" by Sade. All right, that would be $20. Okay.
You know what? That's a lit idea. Actually, I like that.
I should just put this out there like that. That's not good.
Valid.
No,
$199 a request. Only jam.
Only
jam. Oh, jam.
For only plus.
All right, I'm watching you guys.
Only yams. Only yams gonna be like that's gonna pop off a little too hard. People gonna be going on that like I don't know what it is yet. I don't know what it is yet. You know, they just see like random pictures of just think people just being themselves. They're gonna be like, it's not what I was.
Matt Random, Matt Random, because I have a friend. He's in his 70s, and oftentimes he asks me if he's watching. Too bad. He asks me like to reset his computer, and he just be having pictures of everybody. What is man? And I can't say man guy because not a man guy. He get old heathen. But I be like, Doc, what is you doing? And then I like crazy, like nothing naked, but it'd be sketchy. Like,
sorry,
I watch your keyboard. I need to do something. Like, what is happening here? No, valid. So, like I said, unorthodox ways. Anything you can jump off. But listen, it's going down this morning.
We gotta start the question.
Valid question today, because I didn't even talk about question of the day yet. Is life? What's the question today? Is life?
Question of the day is: is there such thing as fate, or do we create our own destinies?
So what I wanted to do was, what is fate? How do you break down the fate?
Fate. I would say fate is. We'll see. Damn, this is so hard. Because personally, I don't believe in coincidences.
Right.
So I feel like fate and coincidence are kind of in the same room, if that makes sense. Maybe fate is more of like predetermined situation that is supposed to happen. Because you can't truly say that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I would describe fate. Predetermined situation that's supposed to happen.
Gotcha.
It was fate. Yeah.
So is life a series of predetermined situations, or do we have the ability to create our destinations?
So I would say because we have free will.
Yes.
I think it's both, right? Yes. Because let's just say your determination is to achieve wealth, right? Yes. And to get to a certain point and stuff like that. Now, what if you achieving that certain point actually, now I'm gonna just use a random whatever, saves somebody's life,
gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that fate, or you know what I'm saying? Like you getting your wealth and getting to that point to be able to even have the opportunity to save that person's life, like that person's life, you know what I mean? Like what if they were a doctor and now this doctor is the cure to everything?
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So
the sequence of
it's a sequence of how life folds. Is like, that's a good question. I feel like we have free will.
She said I think we call our authors.
That we are co-authors.
That you writing your story, but as you're writing your story, I'm also writing. We're in the same space, right? Yeah, sure. So technically our stories would be in the same chapter.
Yeah, I think that there's that balance of I have a plan. I'm just being Jehovah as God, because I just always like, I have a outline to get you, or a plan to get you where you need to be. I have certain markers set up.
Right.
Yet you have free will. So because your free will can determine how you get to those markers, or when I say marker, or if you reach them at all, because you don't necessarily have to reach them, depending upon your decisions. So I think long story short, I agree with the fact that I think it is a collaboration of fate and destiny. There are some things that you do not control that. I think the things that you don't control that you didn't expect to happen.
Right.
I consider to be, I don't use the word fatal. Sound like finish him. No, fatality. No, to be fate. Like, hey, I didn't plan. For example, I'll say this. I intentionally went to Iberia to learn about business.
Right.
Didn't plan to meet Diaja,
right,
D Chanel Studios, and collaborate. That I didn't, but just in the process of doing so,
right,
these things came together. Yeah.
Now I'm with you on that one, because I talk about it all the time. How I'm just like, I wasn't even doing photography like that. I wasn't doing any of this prior to going to that class. And I would say, like, if Ann hadn't ran outside with the flyer, like, oh, make sure you come to the class. Valid. We were, me and my grandma were looking at places. We had found a place that we were going to set up shop and do photography, and she was going to have a jewelry store. But it just wasn't working. Like, she just, we had our conversations and stuff like that, changed things around. She met Nas, and Nas was like, I have a space out here. Come out here to come look at this. And we got out there, and this, like, Nas's place is great and it's nice and stuff, but it still wasn't something, it wasn't what we were looking for. 100%. And then it just, we were about to pull off.
Yeah.
Nas was sitting there talking about grandma. I was driving. I was getting ready to be like, all right, let's roll out.
Yeah.
And then Anne's like, no, like make sure you come to the class. And then that was just it. We were like, okay,
Wow.
let's go to the class. So I wouldn't be doing any of this. And I kind of got thrown into it in a sense.
Yeah.
So is that fate or is that destiny? You know, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Or was it free will?
That's right.
Talib Amin said that the free will gives us the ability to affirm improved worthiness of our destiny as premeditated by God.
Yes.
I can't disagree.
No,
really. If I had to coin something, because you know that's my thing. I would say that fate is the
fate is when you're trying to speak.
Fate is the things around you that no matter what are going to happen. Fate is the things that are outside your control. God gave you free will, so anything that you specifically do is always going to have a cause and effect. Right. So I don't believe that specifically has anything to do with fate, because it all depends on what you do. Now, fate is the things that happen around you that come into your life, like almost get hit by a car, or like you said, you know, and running out, give you the flyer because you was leaving. Yeah, and that was a decision that you made. Yeah, from first going to Nas and not seeing what you wanted. That caused an effect of you wanting to leave, and then Ann came, and then that changed.
Come on,
the next thing that she was going to do.
I'm gonna say with it.
And then destiny, destiny is the crossroad, is the fork in the road. So your free will always create a fork in the road, and from there and then whatever fate is happening around you usually pushes you into a decision. And you either go to the left or you go to the right. And that is how I see fate and destiny.
Oh, I agree. However, come on, talk.
No. I 100% agree. I feel like we kind of all are on the same page. But however, I will say this. I also think about other factors, right? Things that you experience that you can't explain, or that's hard to explain, especially if you experience them over and over again. Like I've experienced so much paranormal stuff, and then from there being like, okay, do my research, knowing all these different things, having dreams, all that stuff. So it makes you wonder. I've also had a dream about my future at one point when I was really, really young. So it's like, am I working up to that point, to this dream that I had a long, long time ago, and that everything has just been, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the thing about dreams for me is that I call them. I say deja vu, but I just consider them spiritual markers, because I've already had the dream about this moment before I got this moment randomly.
Right.
I just didn't know it was y'all, or it was you, or it was this. Then when I get here, I'm like, oh, I've been here before. I felt like this. Which lets me know that no matter what has occurred, that I am on track to the place that God has called, or destiny, or fate has designed for me. No matter what decisions that I've made, I've met a marker. I see. That's how I process deja vu moments for myself. And I, like I said, coincidences. I think everything that happens for a reason,
right?
And sometimes we don't always understand that reason.
Yeah.
And I'm about as preachy as I get, because the Bible talks about, and all that get an understanding. But I understand that understanding is an understanding. That's not kind of
I'm with you on that one.
I don't get it, but that's okay. Because my natural mind, I won't comprehend all the time.
Yeah.
So spiritually, God, you be my guide and you do what you do.
Right.
But I think that we all have free will. We have that option to choose. And God has it set up that way on purpose, because he doesn't want us to be robotic.
Right.
You have okay, now I have some ideas for you.
Right.
I have some plans for you. I can get you to a place.
Right.
And I think the people that this might not make sense. And I don't know what I'm saying. The people that eat well follow instructions. Like, I'm going to get all that he has for me because I'm going to do all that he's given me. And the more I do that, the swifter I can get to the place that he called me. Because a lot of times we interfere with a strategy that he has because we don't serve that thing. Hey, Carla, you on the air? Big Frank in the morning.
Yeah, I kind of had to get in on this.
Get in on it. Talk.
So somebody gave me a metaphor years ago, and it always stayed with me about free will and predetermination. Mm-hmm. And they basically said, if you look at your hand, God created your hand, and you are able to do various things with this hand, but ultimately you can only do what the hand was created to do.
Okay.
So in our lives, we have options and paths that we can take, but and there are various options. Like if I want to stick my finger in an electrical socket, I can stick my finger in an electrical socket. There are going to be consequences that come with that. Or I can use my finger to learn to play piano, and there are going to be consequences that come with that. And depending on how we use our free will, depending on how we use our hand, we open up different paths. And I like what Daniel, the provider, said when he said, your free will is going to lead you to a fork in the road. So depending on what you do with your free will, you're going to have options and you're going to have opportunities, but only what God has already allowed would be his will for you. So I think we have like all kinds of options and opportunities and different things that we can do with our life or with our hand. And it's unfortunate that we limit ourselves because we're not realizing that depending on what you do, you're creating your future.
No, for sure. That was good. That's good. And we do. That was a good analogy. I'm going to try to TikTok that one up too. Okay. And create my OnlyFans for hands. Okay. That was on point for sure. And I like that. I don't know who told you that, but they did good. He
was a teacher. Yeah, he was a spiritual teacher. It was definitely wisdom. I'm still watching. Keep going, guys. Bye.
Yes. And feel free to pull up Wednesday and Friday. It's not Wednesday. Just come on up.
Wednesday and Friday. Okay, I'll see. I would love to.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you for calling. That is Zaima, beloved. She was a guest all week last week, and she's been calling and watching. I thank you all for your support. Who are tuning in across the world and the nation. Listen, we are getting ready to prepare ourselves for Juneteenth here in the city of Niagara Falls, as well as Buffalo and really around the world. But there is a concert taking place at I'm sorry. It's a concert, but I read concrete and I was just confused. A concert in Legends Park on Monday, June 19, 2023. Live band, spoken word, Jersey Club, poets, dancers, Chicago House, R&B. For more information, text or call Nathan the Prolific Palmer 716-251-6967 or Jacob J. Fleming Sr. 903-272-3941. The reason why I pause, I'll tell you when you come back, or you got to download the app. 5716 Big Frank in the morning. I'll tell you all behind the scenes. Let's go.
Hello, guys. This is Fatima from Fatima Fridays, and I have some great
DMP Speaks coming to you. I am a board certified Christian counselor. I'm also a life coach. I am a family restoration specialist. I help build, rebuild, and grow your family. Maybe you're having some communication problems. Maybe you guys are just yelling and screaming and you guys are just not getting along. And if you want access to me for your 30-minute consultation call, follow me on all my social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook at DMP Speaks. And if you go to YouTube and Instagram, it's at I am DMP Speaks. Download Fire 716 and click the link.
What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, Inject Faith, Hope, Love. I am so excited to announce that you can now catch me right here on Fire 716 Radio each and every Monday for Inject Mondays at 7 p.m. So go ahead and download the app and rock out with your girl. Again, that's each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Tune in and have a good time with us.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dante Miles, aka what's going on? It's your boy Dante Miles, aka D Belly, aka your city councilman. I'm here at Fire 716 Radio, and I'm asking you to tune in on Thursdays at 11 on our show, The Vault. We're going to be having some conversations that's super relevant, but very important. And sometimes it may be a little uncomfortable, but we're going to make sure that we get our voices out. Come tune in on Thursdays at 11 a.m. and make sure you download the Fire 716 app. See you then.
We'll be discussing topics from music to the lake of fire and everything in between.
Holla at your mans.
Inside your eyes and see secrets. Deep down and see secrets. See the way down. You look shut up. You see I look inside your eyes and see secrets. Deep down and see secrets. See the way down. You look shut up. You see I look. You're moving real different lately. Come here. Look me in the eyes, baby. If you got other plans, just be honest. Stand up and be a man, don't forget your promise. What's up with you? You okay? You say you cool, and you look away. Something's wrong with you, you look okay. So why you sweating? Look inside your eyes and see secrets. Down and see secrets. And way down, you look sharp. See, I know that you look inside your eyes and see secrets. Down and see secrets. And way down, you look sharp. See, I know that you. That information that I have is metaphysical. I don't need no proof, and I don't need no visual. I trust my gut, I hear it loud and clear. You say that's not enough, I say it is my dear, it is my dear. I walk barefoot on the soil. The ground whisper to me, to me you be loyal. The birds chirping saying you're slicker than oil. My intuition is that you told you. You can't hide. No, you inside of me. True down inside your eyes. Now you can't hide of me. No, you can't lie to me. I feel. I followed you today. I saw you go to her house. I saw you stay 7 hours. And then I saw you leave. I saw her come to the door. Call your name, do your tie. I saw her kiss you goodbye. And then I knocked on her door. She let me in. She told me everything. I saw you gave her the same book you gave me. On her coffee table. I saw you gave her the same scarf too. That was one of my favorites. But I didn't know she was expecting your baby. I felt for her. So I told her, listen, you have nothing to worry about. We're gonna raise that baby. All of us. All 3 of us. Together. And I told her, hey, welcome to the family.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked into Big Frank in the morning. Good morning. That was Zaima Beloved with Lower Chakras. Look into his eyes and see secrets. Girl, get out of my little island. They crooked, okay? My eyes is crooked. The secret is crooked, okay?
Not the secret is crooked.
And I said this on behind the scenes, and I say here that Barry White was a lower chakra singer. I believe that. Hey, girl, I saw you. Chakra.
You know, who else had a deep voice like that from an older group? Was it that one?
Isaac
Hayes.
Yeah.
Look. Love.
Yeah.
His voice just an echo.
So would TD Jakes be a spiritual lower chakra?
Yeah. Until he start turning up. TD Jakes start turning up. That boy.
Hi,
I'm like, come on, you better tell him.
He had an album called, I forgot what it's called, but it was him and his wife, and it was like a sexy album. It was hey girl.
I don't know why everybody pressing about that.
I'm not pressed because listen.
Frank Hammond did the same thing.
Listen, if Tyra can sing, okay? Let me get on and be like, go on, girl. Your body is like the gazelle of Babylon. What is this building? No, give me a different building, please.
Wow.
Girl, you're leaning like the Eiffel Tower. Oh my gosh. I'm done. And some hot topics. So number one, Jamie Foxx got replaced.
Oh yeah, that is right.
Jamie Foxx got replaced, and I guess it's business. It ain't personal.
But
you know, 3 weeks. But that's great. Like
business.
I feel like then again, maybe not. I don't know. My comparison is to who, because he's been in the hospital for 3 weeks, right, I believe, and they're shooting this film, and one person don't stop no show. I gotta keep on rolling. You know, literally. That's a fact, though. That's a fact, and it's like, dag. I hate it for him because the situation is unfortunate. But I'm not. It
ain't gonna stop him from getting into
no doubt, for sure. I just pray that his recovery is well. He has all functions and everything is well for him. In that, but also what's happening is Chris Brown.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that a little bit. Now, okay. Yeah, now this situation is kind of weird.
Yeah.
The only reason why it's weird is because the 3 people that involved. One, it involved a married woman who probably had nothing to. They was all at. I think they was at a party.
His party.
It was at Chris Brown's house.
At Usher's house.
It was a party at Usher's house.
For Chris Brown.
Which that already sounds weird now when we get to the end of it, if you don't know already. Chris Brown was arguing with Tiana Taylor because she didn't want to talk to him, which I get because once she married into, she don't make music with other niggas. So and then Usher came over to de-escalate the argument. Then I think they said they moved on. He got and then he came back and with a bloody nose. Now I'm just like,
I like what's going on here. Like, right. I think Chris Brown was drunk, allegedly, and but probably he was drunk. He was trying, and Tiana Taylor, yet married with child and doing her due diligence, is a well-developed specimen of woman. And I'm not intoxicated. I don't drink, but intoxicated mind can just be like, "Hey, I'm going to talk," but she like, "Go ahead, go in my bag. I know I'm fired, but we're not even about to play these games. You intoxicated, probably said something slick or something foul because you think you can bag them all. You know, we're not talking. We're moving on. And then as rejection goes, you know, a man rejected is a man scorned. A man rejected is a man disappointed. A man rejected is a dagger to the heart. Now, you take that dagger and you add alcohol to it. Now you create a fiery function of disturbance, and you start yelling and screaming and going, and
she in her own world,
and and then Usher, it was with his Michael Jackson smooth criminal self, Usher baby, yeah. I got ideas and I don't know how to shut these things down. Like
the ideas are just coming to you.
Like they're just going. Like, why not do this story?
Yeah.
TikTok format.
Okay.
You Tiana, I'm Usher, and
let's do it.
Okay, it's happening today. I don't know what songs I got a plan. But
happy birthday, Grandma. You know what I'm saying? 71.
Yo, Nana, happy birthday to you. I got you, Nana. I got you. Stay tuned. I got you. Happy birthday to my Nana. That's my Nana. She is 71. The baddest Nana. Yeah, I mean, she a baddie. That sounds terrible.
Happy birthday, baddie Nana.
My man, he was like, yeah, Nana, happy birthday. She a baddie. Come holler at her.
She's married.
Oh my god.
But like, so then Usher gets into it with Chris, and then they go fight, and they get into it. Then they go outside.
Yeah.
But then they come back.
And like, Usher has a bloody nose.
I don't know if Chris Brown came back, but I know Usher came back.
Yeah. And he was just leaking. And
I imagine. First off, Tiana Taylor. I heard through the grapevine. I heard some rumors that she. So there's this thing called, what is it called? It's like where they anonymously post celebrity gossip. Mm-hmm. But like they reveal it later. I can't think of what it's called. It's like this web. It's the actual besides the shade, like before the shade room actually. But they will post like actual like this person's going to court for whatever. But it will be like anonymous, or it'll be like, oh, so and so was caught with so and so's boyfriend and whatever.
Tell us with a little T.
Yeah. So the whole thing was like the anonymous post was like, this woman claims that she don't do drugs or do coke and all this other stuff, but was caught doing coke, and her boyfriend was cheating on her, and she couldn't perform at whatever event it was. So people, you know how people get on their detective stuff. Yes, because there's a lot of FBI agents out there. And so they narrowed it down and said it was Tiana Taylor, that Tiana Taylor was doing drugs, and that she was doing the drugs because her man was cheating on her, like that he was cheating on her, and she was strung out a little bit, and then that's why she couldn't perform at whatever show it was. And then she addressed it and was like, "That's not me," and all this other stuff. And people are like, "It's an anonymous post. Like, why are you
only hit dog
and holler? Yeah, like why are you feeling some type of way?" I say all that to say, that world of celebrities, okay. Obviously, we know Chris Brown. He gets down with the cocaine. Okay, we already know this. So if she also is, there could have been a conversation in reference to that. Usher, I don't doubt that Usher. I think Usher probably does that also. So
I don't think Usher do cocaine.
I think Usher probably does a lot.
You know,
Usher gives me
when you get hit by the herb. You know, you make it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially now, you know, Usher is like, even when it like, I don't know, because I feel like things change when you start doing drugs, like especially your music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when Rick James is on that. You know when Rick James made that song, he's like, "Oh yeah, he was doing it.
Give it to me, baby."
He was doing it. That song came out. He was on that coke of the drug, but this song came out. You know what I'm saying?
The baby agrees.
What happens is when you talk as an adult, it makes the baby want to talk. I get it. They want to. She in it. She in the zone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like that world is just crazy. It's just wild. Who knows? Who
you know
knows?
What I'm saying? I'm just making up stories, but like I really feel like this could be the thing. Those stories were true from what I read.
Yeah,
they're as true as that goes. If that makes sense.
Yes,
but who knows? I mean, I feel like first off, Usher getting hit at a party that wasn't even for him. That's just
it was at his
house, like,
right. But that's like for me to throw a party for my homeboy.
Yeah.
And then my homeboy come and jump. I wish it would.
Yeah, that's just so random.
Shut this down. Everybody out. We done. I'm not coming back with a bloody. I'm not coming back into my house with evidence that I've been beaten, battered, and broken. there's a spare house. There's a dungeon, ditch, a basement, recover, and I'm cutting the light. Boom. Out. Okay, it's out. I'm not coming back in here talking about Oh man, you what? No, I'm not coming here.
Just get back to the party.
Yeah.
Hold your nose.
I just see Usher just in shambles.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, Usher, I don't picture Usher fighting. Like,
I can't see him fighting.
And I see him emotional. I see him like just.
Come on, man.
What is? I'm not even a astrology situation, but what is this sign? I just feel like he's just emotional.
You gonna make a song about it?
He did, because he made the song. You heard the song in the beginning. He's laying in the bed and he's like, "Yeah, at the night,
don't do your girl around me, true playing for real."
And then he just gets up and he's like, he's going through all this stuff because of what was it? I forgot that happened. Yeah, and he's just going.
It's always a situation. The song will be fine. Oh yeah. Valid. Hit me in a gun. I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's gonna be crazy. I'm excited. Album being released. So
it's gonna be nice.
And being nice.
And for some reason now, I feel like Usher. He kind of gives me Spanish vibes. Am I tripping?
He could be appropriating the culture, and then of the Hispanics, because
he gives me like a
Rico Suave.
Usher
Raymond. I can't say he don't have any like Hispanic in his family at all. I can't say that. They don't have none, but I'm pretty sure both his parents are mostly black though.
What if he been blackfishing this whole time?
How mad would you be?
He'd be like,
if Usher was a white man.
Your brother Raimundo. Usonano. I don't know.
I'd be like, wow, Usher.
Because low-key, he does have a bachata remix out there.
Well, he's just a dancing Negro though.
And then just look at his facial features, even when he was younger. I love me some Usher, but yeah,
I was like,
but
I'm not gonna say that.
He look more Asian than he do niggas. But like, yeah, because he got
little cheek. He might be a little
Asian and black people make Mexican people.
It's true. Ask Dave Chappelle. It's true. Ask Dave Chappelle.
These are the Fire 716's radio or its advertisers. But listen, it is what it is.
I mean, 1 + 2 = 3.
No, 1 + 2 = 3.
I got one for y'all real quick before you go into that. So was watching a video, Genuine. I don't know what he was doing, like he was performing or something. Decided he was gonna jump down to the lower stage, and he forgot that the knees don't work the same anymore.
Dang.
He jumped down, held on to the interpreter guy who signed in the whole thing.
Hold on to the interpreter, dude.
Listen, tried to take him with him and then fell into the crack. It fell completely down. Yeah.
Not to come with him. No.
Yes. The interpreter guy was standing there like
it's crazy. Speaking of old people doing stuff.
Old people doing stuff.
Like Usher been going to every woman's concert and giving them flowers. Like this last like 3 months. He don't get Anita Baker. Like he just over there. Every auntie, he been giving them flowers.
Think about that.
He about to fall off the stage, dude.
Think about that.
He can't dance. His dancing days starting to come to an end. He like, let me create a new persona.
See, this adds to the Spanish because you got they
give the roses to the ball.
This sounds so racist.
It's so bad.
But I feel like Genuine #1, your old guy.
You should have seen him too. He said,
I get trying to be vibrant and trying to be young and just trying to be down, but what you did back then, you can't do now.
Yeah,
the move you did back then don't hit the same as it does now. I get it.
It ain't even all that because I just watched a Genuine video on Saturday and I was like, you ain't dancing all like that.
But these little
can't do all that sexy stuff no more.
Your body don't roll like it used to. It just don't do. Whatever you thought you was doing in back in the 90s is no more efficient for the time frame. And stop. And if you jumping down off of stuff, and it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's 2023. So
that
1993.
You gotta walk out slow and sit down in the chair and be like, what you think? You gotta get some help. You gotta have a step stool. You got to get some. You got to have some stairs. Don't you jump off of nothing else.
You see a Mary J. Blige doing her thing still, and he's like, I can still do
But that's unfair because Mary can never dance.
Never dance. She been working those same unstable knees, but consistently. I don't know where you was at. You came back and tried to slide, and no, she has been working her legs to handle those unorthodox moves that have a sequence called Mary, because it's not to the beat, and it's not.
She's giving it all she got, though.
Giving all she got, but her knees are prepared for that. Genuine, you've been missing. In
action. You let the young boys
your position was the pony, and you just said that. You no action. Let me just got it.
What's his name? With the group.
Like
Whitney Houston, Bobby
Brown.
Yes.
Bobby Brown was on stage. He's like, I'm not doing all that.
Yeah.
He can't dance.
He just
Bobby Brown realized.
And then he finished with him, though.
Valid.
Strong.
Just beat me at the end.
Yeah. I'm telling you, when I played basketball, I told y'all I would play basketball for 1 year, and I would stand. When the court was too big, or I was just out of breath, I'm standing here on the whole team.
No. I'm down for you playing defense. For me to dunk, I am here for the rebound. I've done well. Boom, boom, pass out. I'll be here when you get back. Let me make a late stride, make it feel like I'm coming. Oh, he stole it?
Shoot a three at that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my God. Get it at the top of the key with nobody there. Shoot a three.
Valid. Don't look for no hand game. No crisscrossing. I watched a TikTok today. This lady, her name is Whitney. She do these like shooting your shot kind of videos, like the church kid. But she had this video like as an athlete shooting your shot, but she was handling that basketball, and I was like, "Oh, you're somebody." I said, "Oh, you playing, but you're somebody." I said, "I'm scared of you."
Right?
But yeah, for sure. My wife runs track too.
Genuine need to just sit in a chair.
That's it.
Looking good. He can still look good. Get dressed, bro. Be quote unquote. Be Isley sexy, bro. You got it, bro.
Genuine.
Be old head sexy. Have young boys dance in the background, bro. They can have a place up.
Tall chair, one leg up, one leg up, and sit there and be like.
And every once in a while, pop the hip.
And you take that chair, you just rotate one time.
Oh, they'll go crazy with the rotation.
Get up like Jay Roger once in a while.
Basically.
Valid, and you get Usher rolls just you know, you ain't gotta hurt yourself. You ain't gotta flex that hard no more. Who you trying to beat?
Right.
And you at home married with somebody. Come on.
It'd be funny, I'm like, bro, you dance with people your age. Like, we don't even shake our hips no more. The fruit to the meat out. Okay, we are done. We are done. Josh said you can see Usher swinging emotionally. He said all of a sudden we find out Usher is Panamanian something, and then Vivian said it's a lot of static when Tom talk. Y'all talk. Girl, because you dropped me off. It could be you got to fix it. It'd be too far gone. I asked y'all about that earlier. I asked y'all. Nobody reported nothing. But listen, going down the annual bike rodeo for the good of the neighborhood. Fresh produce bags, fire safety info. 4300 Pine Avenue on Wednesday, May 24th from 4 to 6 p.m. and much, much more. For more information, give a call to 716-278-0228. This is going to be at the Packard Court Community Center. It's going down on Fire 716. Big Frank in the morning. We'll be back with our final thoughts and things of that nature and more content right here on Fire 716. Big Frank in the morning. Now everybody check out.
What's up, everybody? It's Kier here and Jack Faith Hope Club. I am so excited to announce that
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dante Miles, aka D Belly, aka your city councilman. I'm here at Fire 716 Radio, and I'm asking you to tune in on Thursdays at 11 On our show, The Vault, we're going to be having some conversations that's super relevant but very important. And sometimes it may be a little uncomfortable, but we're going to make sure that we get our voices out. Come tune in on Thursdays at 11 a.m. and make sure you download the Fire 716 app. See you then. Relevant.
What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, Inject Faith Hope Love. I am so excited to announce that you can now catch me right here on Fire 716 Radio each and every Monday for Inject Mondays at 7 p.m. So go ahead and download the app and rock out with your girl. Again, that's each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Tune in and have a good time with us.
Tune in every Tuesday at noon where we'll be discussing topics from music to the lake of fire and everything in between.
All right, man.
Fire.
No, because you
Fire.
This sounds like we went to the future.
Brother. Ain't nobody reporting nothing. We've been talking about.
We're talking about islands. Go to commercial. See, I want to play games. Long commercial.
One decision. This will make for one epic movie.
I am Barnabas Matthews. I will be in Sector 716, and the COVID-19 virus will not take us out. We will conquer. We will win. They thought it had us, but it did not. And we will not lose or be defeated. I am Barnabas Matthews, and we will not be defeated.
That film will be coming to you shortly. one day, that film will be released in its entirety.
I don't know. 6, 7, 8. No, 8, 9. Like 8. That's mic 4.
Microphone check.
1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with. That sounds like a train. Is that just?
Microphone check.
Yeah, I don't know where that's coming from.
So some of that. Some of that. There is a transitional.
Oh, she said it just started. So that means it wasn't happening before.
One, 2, 7, 5, 4. I guess it's gonna be
building that's dead.
They probably like, what is he doing over here? All right, guys. Audio for the live on Facebook and YouTube is not. Volume got louder or something. Hello. So when we're talking, obviously. So, sorry, guys. I'm just trying to be.
Could it be the table? The table's being moved over a little bit?
No, it should. For just the way we get alive, you should get a lot of that shit.
We are
not
troubleshooting currently at the moment. So I guess I will. Somebody said turn off all the mics.
Smash ball with you.
Ready.
Yo, talk about me. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
My life has been forever changed by this 1, 2, 1, 2. I can now see binary.
Not true. Not true. Binary. That would make sense because binary work in zeros and ones, not ones and twos.
I know.
I changed the audio source. Hello? Hello? That's so those are not driven by microphones, that's driven by the camera audio.
Gotcha.
So for a minute, guys, it is just do what this is. Well, our final thought is be prepared. What's your final thought for today as I get that thing together?
Good morning to my mom. Good morning to Lonse. My final thought is that even if there is fate and even if there is destiny, you should try to think positively. Think positive. Think about the things that you want in a positive way. Try not to be negative because so I feel like too what you think and what you're speaking attracts to you. So if you're speaking about good things happening, if you're thinking about good things happening, like you're attracting these things to you. Mm-hmm. I do believe that. So 100%. That's my final word.
Daniel?
My final thought for the day is to enjoy life. And when I say enjoy life, I don't necessarily mean always be turning up, always be looking to have fun or whatever. I'm talking about enjoy life as in enjoy the process of life. Because when it's over, it's over. So you might as well enjoy it.
My thing is, just try it. Just go for it. Just make an attempt. And write it out, pursue it, and make it happen. As you go, God will make provision. As long as you have a vision, you have a destination that you're trying to get to. You'll rearrange it, you'll adjust it on the way, but at least have a plan and go for it, because you never know who you might meet, what door might open, and what opportunity may be presented to you. Before we get out of here, make sure you guys tap into the Mother's Day brunch going down Saturday, May 13th, 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. We got to talk louder than the baby. Because George Jones Center, 3001 19th Street. No, 3001 9th Street, Niagara Falls, New York. Tickets are $25, 2 for $45. Kids under 12 are $10. Kids under 3 are free. Massages, food, raffles, and more. For tickets, call 708-271-0549. We'll be back on Wednesday with the audio corrected. That's exactly what happened, but I know what the solution is. It's going down 5716 Big Frank in the morning. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The ba-da-ba-ba-ba sounds strange. No pancakes for you, miss. You don't like them.
Okay, well, I'm at the water store.
That's all I got to give. I'm not really sure. I'm okay. A beverage of some kind.
Gatorade?
Yeah, Gatorade.
You want anything from the front?
Can I get a... Sorry. Milk. It's my bad. Fruit Punch Arizona, I guess.
Fruit Punch Arizona, guys.
Guess what you get, miss? Oh, yeah. Things you saying, you so and yeah, you go you remember.
Oh, it's over there?
Huh?
It is on there.
Oh yeah. You got the oh, you don't.
Oh.
You can hear Michael? I know. All right.